today on EA Sports. It's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Miami Dolphins taking on the Denver Broncos.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Denver Broncos and the Miami Dolphins. Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They come off a disappointment last time out that put... The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Taken at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass. That's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Lock. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That one a first down pickup of 8. Going up the gut with Ferguson. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Luck. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Off of play action, Luck. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to 2 punts for him last week in the loss. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out is their 5th-year quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days being in college and worrying all off season about our season opener opponent, with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Back to throw here.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Caught here by Griffin. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 45-yard line. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down.
So the penalty rightfully declined. They'll keep the yardage on the completion.
Still some disagreement by the as he thought that was just good, strong coverage, and the contact's going both ways, so why is there a flag? Completed pass.
He'll try again. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there.
Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year.
And Broncos will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get his teams at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Now a play fake, and it's Luck. He'll buy some time right. Ooh, with a juke. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. On first down, Ferguson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. From the 50, it's Luck. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Luck now to throw. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Monk. And he's got some space here. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
The Broncos had 3 and 8 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
On third down, Monk.
And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for first and 10 to a second and 10. Back to throw. Buying time to his left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7. Up the middle they go. Monk. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
The Broncos send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Now a hit and Locke lost the football. It's out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Eluding the pressure right, and he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
They go in here on 1st down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there is no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Give him 30 yards there. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
2nd and 10.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
They really look comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Ferguson up the middle. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Throwing his Luck. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Denver's offense now set to go. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Got a man here, it's Wilson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Griffin. So the completion good for just 3, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. They run on first down with Jackson. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. He'll drop to throw, and he whips that one incomplete there. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. It's brought in by Wilson. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first.
They'll look to throw here on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw again.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. This will be from 49 yards out. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will move up by 10 now. 17-7. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Luck. Flushed out right. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Luck. Escaping and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room, as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bronco offense ready to begin this 3rd quarter of play. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. The throw over the middle taken in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He continues to deliver a 1st down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll set up to throw. Dancing to his left. And this is incomplete. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now a handoff up the middle. Monk. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give, it's Jackson.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 15-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. This is caught. And the Broncos are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Here's Luck. He finds his man complete. It's Young. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Running left, this is Ferguson.
And space tough to come by there as he'll give maybe a yard to the 37. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Luck. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So tackling's not a part of the game anymore. Plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
The 15-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Denver's offense ready to go again. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they did a nice job there at holding the point of attack and not giving ground. Now back to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and it'll be Dolphin football.
Miami set to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now Luck.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the first down before taking the hit.
A give, running left is Ferguson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. To throw is Luck.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Here's Luck.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. 6 yards left on second down.
They'll hand it off to Ferguson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw, Luck.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on third down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
From the red zone now, Luck. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Here's Luck. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front seven. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up fourth down. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. This a 27-yard attempt here. And the 13-year man puts it through, and the Dolphins are going to be forced to settle for 3. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. As you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And Denver getting set to take the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second and 1. Goes right back to him. It's Griffin again. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game. And he's got a first down. They'll look to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Griffin. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Up the middle they go. Monk. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Broncos on third down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll drop to throw. Whipping one into Allen, that's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to
try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Dolphins are right back in this football game.
After the interception, it's Love.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Love. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a two-score game even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now.
The football going back over to the Denver Broncos as this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Second and 2.
They run with Jackson out of the gun, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Here's Griffin on the catch. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Jackson.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Again, Jackson.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because Up 2 scores already. Just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Luck. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Luck. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Back to throw here. And he's got his man on the out route. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Desperation time for Luck on 4th down. Complete. This is Mitchell.
And he will have a Dolphins 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Luck now to throw. He finds his man. Complete. It's Young. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Luck will try and throw for it. Complete at the 1. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Set to take over, the Broncos offense trots back out. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
They'll start here with Jackson. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run again with Jackson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So this one will wind up a Denver victory.
So they came in here facing a very tall task, going against the NFL's #1 ranked defense, but they got the job done. Charles, really an outstanding performance.
They certainly showed that they weren't going to be intimidated, didn't they? They took out the best defense in the NFL today, took it right to them, and that's against a group of guys that is used to shutting people down. To me, this is going to be a signature moment for this team season.
So for the Broncos, the playoffs may be out of reach, but the win gets them to 4-8 on the year.
And they will get another road test next week as they head to Vegas to take on the Raiders.
Meanwhile, for Miami, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7. And they'll look to get back in the winning